Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Tech channel, everybody. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and here we are with our Forza Horizon 5 series. And looks like we have a reward here that we can collect. It's a Toyota Camry, a 2023 model. So let's go ahead and redeem it. There we go.
Welcome back, boss.
I mean, it's a regular car, but I've never been so excited for a regular car. A freaking Toyota Camry, bro. Where are you, Toyota? I'm coming for you. Here it is. Look at that, a TRD Camry. 301 horsepower, 267 foot-pounds of torque, a 3.5 liter V6. Damn. Why is it worth 250k? Tell me, please tell me why this Camry's worth 250k. Even 50k is a lot for a Camry, but 250k? Come on, bro. No way. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. I know it's weird saying that, but the TRD body kit actually looks kind of nice. Not bad, not bad. A front-wheel drive 4-door sedan. Nice. This thing is not that bad. I like the wheels, I like the red accents. The spoiler doesn't look that bad either. Oh, we can actually open the hood as well. So here we have the D45. I don't know why it says D45 when it's a 3.5, but maybe the D stands for direct injection. So here we have a V6 mounted to the front wheels. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what the inside looks like. It looks like a freaking Camry, bro. Not bad. Oh, I never thought I'd be driving a freaking Camry in Forza Horizon 5, but here we are. About to drive a Camry in Forza. Let's see how it does. A TRD Camry. The exhaust note is not that bad either. I don't know if it's still got a 6-speed transmission or a 10-speed or 8. I'm not too sure. So let's just take it on the highway and do a top speed run. Yeah, the center screen, the infotainment system looks kind of outdated for 2023. It's got a huge bezel around it, but whatever. It's telling us that no phone is connected. That's fine. Let's check out the red line here. I would say 7,300. What happens if you launch it? Barely any wheel spin. We do have a dual exhaust setup, so that's nice, I guess. It's a smooth sounding V6. It doesn't sound too bad. And this car, honestly, doesn't look too bad either. We got over 300 horses, I mean. I like the blacked out look. The Toyota badge and the Camry badge is all blacked out. And we got the TRD badge in red. It's got a nice paint scheme. A little bit of understeer. You have to let off the throttle when you're turning, or else you're gonna run into the major understeer. Just like on every other front-wheel drive car.
Horizon Arcade will begin shortly.
Let's do a top speed run here. I can barely see the gauges. They're very dim. It's got long gearing. That's a Honda right there. We're already 143, 144 miles per hour. Not bad. Not bad, dude. For 300 horsepower, it's not bad at all. And it's an NA motor. Naturally aspirated, so there's no turbo, no supercharger. Are we really gonna hit 160? It's still pulling. Not bad, dude. I'd be amazed if it does 170. We hit 168 back there, so that's pretty freaking quick for a stock Camry, man. Maybe on the downhill we can do 170. $169. That wing might be slowing us down. That's crazy. We can do 169 in a stock Camry. Here's 6th gear, 7th, 8th. So it's 8 speed. Not bad. The gearing is pretty good. It's geared out nicely. The first 4 gears are long, but the 5th is kind of short, so when you shift into 5th gear, the power stays. It doesn't really, like, you know, fall on its face. I'm digging the Camry, bro. It's a mean looking Camry. I like it. So I'm actually pretty impressed by how it performs stock with the NA 3.5 liter V6. You know, it's not a Honda, so it doesn't have VTEC or anything, but it still does pretty damn good. Let's see what kind of options we have when it comes to upgrading the engine. Maybe you can put a TRD supercharger in there. Oh, we got a body kit option for this car? No way. We can put a body kit on the Camry, bro. It actually looks pretty good with the body kit. What am I saying, bro? I can't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. This is not a bad car. I mean, yeah, it's a family car, 4-door. Nothing special, but at the same time, you know, it's actually kind of fun. Put a wide body kit on there. Damn, bro. Wide body Camry. I mean, it's no wide body Hellcat, but that's crazy. So we can actually put twin turbos on here. That's pretty freaking crazy. And we can also go for a supercharger. Supercharged V6 always sounds so good. But we could go for twin turbos. Imagine having a V6 twin turbo front wheel drive car, bro. Oh man, you're gonna have so much torque off the line. So we could either make it rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. Convert it into like a baby GTR. That'd be nice. So we have a 8.4 liter V10 option, the Viper V10. Oh, that's wild, bro. Can you imagine putting this V10 in the car and just leaving the drivetrain front wheel drive? A front wheel drive V10? I can't believe that. A racing 3 liter straight 6 turbo. Okay. 7.7 liter V12. Or a 7.2 liter V8. I believe this is the engine that you can get up to 1750 horsepower. I think this is the same engine that I have in my Trackhawk with twin turbos. So when it comes to making a lot of power, I think this V8 7.2 might be the best option. But before we do all that, I just want to see what you can get up to in terms of horsepower and torque on the stock engine if you max it out. So let's max out the stock engine. We're not going to buy the setup, we're just going to check it out. Stock exhaust, street exhaust, sport exhaust, and race exhaust. Sounds good, dude. We can cam the V6, race valves. Oh wow, we can go up to 4.4 liters from 3.5. Nice. So if you keep the V6 NA, we can make a whole lot of power with the NA V6 without adding any boost to it. 700, what am I saying, bro? 617 horsepower and 490 torque. Nice. Those are actually solid numbers for an NA V6. And what happens if you add turbos to it? So twin turbos give us more power than a supercharger. So here, if we max out the turbos, we get about 755 horsepower, 600 foot-pounds of torque. So that's already more than a Hellcat. Bro, this is a Hell Camry. No way. 788, 626 foot-pounds of torque on a front-wheel drive? Oh, man. You already know that's gonna hurt some feelings. That's gonna hurt some feelings, bro. So here's the thing. All this stuff will cost us about 28,900. We can skip all this and just swap the engine out. Swap it to a V10 or a racing straight 6 turbo or a V12. V12 Camry sounds kind of ridiculous, you know. There's too many cylinders for a Camry, bro. But the 7.2 V8, I feel like this might be the best option. Yeah, it's worth 50k, but we gain so much power, and the V8 is much lighter than the V12. You know, about 200 pounds lighter, so that's a lot of weight reduction right there. Even lighter than the V6 that we have right now. So if we were to just upgrade the engine to a V8 and then add twin turbos, dude, this is gonna be wild. I already know this is gonna be wild. and max out the whole setup. 7.5 liters. Oh man. So maybe this is not the same engine that I have in my Hellcat Trackhawk, because that is more horsepower than this. Definitely. That's about what, like 1750. This is 1350. I mean, 1350 is still a lot of power, so, and it's still front wheel drive. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. 1356 and 1000 foot-pounds of torque, 1021. Can we get more power with the V12? Let me just check here. Maybe V12 will give us more power. I'm not too sure. We're gonna just check it out before we finalize our setup here. So, looks like the V12 will give us 1307 horsepower and 1003 foot-pounds of torque. So, it's less horsepower and torque compared to the V8 and more weight. So V8 is a better option. We already know that the racing V8 at the 7.2 makes more power compared to the Viper engine maxed out. So we don't have to check on that. Now the real question is, should we go for a supercharged V8 or a twin turbo V8? Supercharger adds a little bit more weight, like, you know, 20 more pounds of weight. But it's gonna sound better. Damn, bro. So let's max the setup out. As long as we get the same power figures as twin turbo V8, we might just go with the supercharger. 1351 horsepower, 1007 foot-pounds of torque. And if we go with the twin turbos, I think we add a little bit more power. So 1031, 1007. 1036, so okay. 1356 and 1021. So we add a little bit more power compared to the supercharger if you go with the twin turbos. What's lighter? Now let's check on that. What's lighter? So, of course, the twin turbos, it seems like, is lighter compared to the supercharger setup. We add a little bit extra power, and it's a little lighter, so it's a win-win situation overall. Alright, we're gonna leave it twin turbo. And honestly, that's a lot of power, man. A lot of power for a freaking Camry. So compared to the, compared to NA V8, NA would be around 1000 horsepower, 753 torque. And if you go with the supercharger, but max it out, we end up at about 1350 and 1000 foot-pounds of torque. So the difference between twin turbos and supercharger is not a whole lot. But I like how the twin turbos sound, even though supercharger doesn't sound that bad either. It's not really a muscle car. If it was a muscle car, I would obviously go with the supercharger. But since this is a tuner car, JDM, why not go with twin turbos? And we already know that there is no point of going with a stock engine here, because the stock engine maxed out is 800 horsepower range and 6 to 700 foot-pounds of torque. So this setup already makes so much more compared to maxing out the stock engine. Now the real question is, should we get a wide body kit? I think we should. It doesn't add a whole lot of weight to the car. Yeah, there is literally like no weight difference. So let's make the Camry wider. And now let's make it all-wheel drive so it can put the power down. Because there's no way that this car is putting 1356 horsepower down with just the front wheel drive, man. I don't think you can make any other front wheel drive go up to these power levels. This might be the only car. If it was a rear wheel drive setup, we could obviously put some drag radials on the back and it would be better than being front wheel drive. But I think it deserves an all-wheel drive system. So all-wheel drive system adds about 150 pounds. And there's going to be the drivetrain loss as well. So it's not just weight, it's at the same time some drivetrain loss and added weight. So I mean, we're talking 1356 horsepower, so I think we're gonna need all-wheel drive here. This is more power than a maxed out GTR, so definitely we're gonna need all-wheel drive. Okay, we went with all-wheel drive. And now, let's add some nice brakes on here. We're gonna install race springs and dampers. Anti-roll bars, I don't think it needs it. It's already stiff enough. And I don't think it needs any reinforcement either. We will definitely do some weight reduction. 676 pounds. It's down to 3129. That's nice. We really need a 10-speed in here because our top speed is suffering. With the stock transmission and front wheel drive, we were at about 7, oh no, not 7, 271. Yeah, now with the stock transmission on the all-wheel drive, which is a 6-speed, we're at 153. So we were already doing more than 153 with the stock engine and the whole car just being stock. We hit about what, 169, almost 170 with a stock 3.5 liter V6 NA. So we're gonna go with the 10 speed, even though it's showing us 209 miles per hour. That's because it's not tuned. We will tune it so it can go faster. Let's add a lighter drive shaft, a racing differential. And now finally, let's add some grippy tires. No way, this is going to be an S2 Camry. And that's just with the sport tire compound. But we're going to go all out. We're not going to go with drag tires because, you know, we have all-wheel drive. We don't need drag tires. If it was rear-wheel drive, I would definitely go with drag tires. We're gonna go with the slick race tire compound so it can handle and put the power down. So now our 0 to 60 is in 2.4. That's great. Perfect. And now let's make the tires wider. The widest we can put on here is 295. Wow. That's crazy, bro. This car is really gonna put the power down. So the stock is 235s. We're gonna go with 295s on the front. 295s on the back. It's a squared setup. That's amazing. It's gonna handle really well. All the cars always handle really well when you go with a squared setup. Plus it's wide enough thanks to the wide body kit. And I'm gonna leave the stock wheels because they look decent. And I kind of want to have the sleeper look. And I am gonna remove the wing, even though it doesn't look that bad, but I don't want anything affecting my top speed. I'm not really concerned about the downforce. No wing. Yep, that's the way to go. Oh wow, dude, we're gonna spend so much money on this car. 128,000. All right, we're gonna do this. This is gonna be the fastest Camry out there. Look at that, dude. Look at that. We're adding more than 1,000 horsepower to this car. Oh man, this car is gonna be so fast. It's gonna be really fast, like next level fast. And before we even take it out on the road, I want to make the gearing longer because it's too damn short. That's better. That's much better. So now 0 to 60 is in 2.2 and her top speed is 275. I know my Supra does about 277 and that has 1600 horsepower. No way, dude. This is gonna be the fastest Camry in Forza Horizon 5. All-wheel drive, V8 twin turbo, 10 speed. Yeah, we wasted no time modifying the stock engine because I knew it wasn't gonna perform that well. I mean, it would have performed decent, but at the same time, why not just go all out? Because this is such an amazing car. It deserves all the power, all the grip. No way, bro. It's a Camry. Oh, understeer. Golf R. We're gonna hurt some feelings today. Let's race the Camaro. I'm down to race the Camaro. Fastest Camry in the world. Nobody expects this from a Camry, man. Bro wants to do a dig race? Oh, he's changing his car. That's funny, man. Man, I've never been so excited over a car. Like, I can't believe this. You sure you want to race this Camry, bro? Don't worry, it's still 300 horsepower. These Beamers are getting beat by a Camry, man. I think they're having a hard time believing it. The M4 just got beat by a Camry, bro. Oh no way! This is too much fun. This is way too much fun. This is way too much fun, bro. What a sleeper build, man. He's changing his car already. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna change my car. Bro, when they see the Camry, they're probably like, oh, probably a slow POS, but no, this is not a slow POS. This is such a great build, man. Such a great build. This has to be one of my top sleeper builds. Even with the wide body on there, you can barely tell that this thing has power. It looks like a family car. Bro pulled out his Camaro. I hope you win, man. I got him. No way. This is too much fun. I got him, bro. I got him at the end. The top end on this Camry is next level. He can't believe it. I'm pretty sure he can't believe it, bro. The top end is next level. Oh, freaking Jesco. Of course the Jesco's gonna be faster. That's a hypercar. What a solid build, man. Alright. We need to be in the highway with this build, not on a drag strip. I'm proud of this Camry. Come back, bro. So we can race. No way. Look at that. Goodbye, bro. See ya. $270 the Camry, bro. That's what's up. Well, that's more than 270. 273. 274. 75. $275 in a Camry, man? This is literally my second fastest car. Second fastest gas car, not electric. We beat all the M4s, the Camaros. We beat everything in this car, man. No other car stands a chance against this thing. 277? Well, on a downhill, it beats my Supra. Supra is still the fastest, even though it's rear-wheel drive. Let's see if the Super Duty wants to race. Want to race the Camry, bro? Oh no! Look at her rear left wheel up in the air. I don't see no online players. Did they all quit because they lost to the Camry? Where did they all go? That's funny. Alright, how about we go to the drag strip? Wait, is that even the drag strip? I think it is. Yep. Wait, this is a different drag strip, dude. It's not the one that we go to all the time. This is different. This is a dirt road. So where's the other one that we always go to? I think it's down here somewhere. Yeah, there's one over here. Oh, this is the one. This is the freaking one that we always go to. We're at a different one. I'd race that Mustang. Bye, Porsche. Wait, were you even racing me? Bro's changing his car midway through the race. Oh, people don't like losing to this Camry, man. I feel like you're still gonna lose, buddy. Oh no, I lost. Not by much. Not by much. He started before me, so that's kind of cheating. He left in the second honk. I'm gonna leave in the second honk now. I'm gonna do what he did. Don't be cheating, my friend. There you go. Lambo just lost to a Camry. Right when I was about to catch up, he went in the main menu. But did he turn off his computer? I'm not sure. People don't like losing to this Camry, bro. I'll tell you that. Oh, M2. Okay. We're gonna take it on the highway. I see. I see. That's gonna be fun, bro. Camry versus M2. Are you not gonna turn onto the highway? What are you doing, buddy? Man, we keep beating everybody, man. This car is crazy. This build is too good. This build is way too good, bro. Nobody can believe this. Bro, chill. Don't get your car stuck. I feel like you're still gonna lose, my friend. I have that car. And it's not that fast. Easy, bro. Peace out. That was way too easy. That was way too easy. I like his username. Wait, what just happened to that car in front of us? Flew up in the sky, hit the bridge, and it came back down. Bro really thought he could beat the Camry with his M5. It doesn't work like that, my friend. You're gonna need a really fast car to beat this thing. This is no regular Camry, buddy. This is the final boss of Camrys. Let's go, buddy. He really doesn't want to lose to a Camry, I can tell. We just beat a demon in a freaking TRD Camry. I'm pretty sure dude's not too happy. We beat a whole lot of fast cars today, man. We beat so many fast cars. It's not even funny anymore. I mean, it's kind of funny, but you know what I mean. It's not funny to them. It's funny for us. Where did that demon go, bro? Demon is probably fighting his inner demons right now. He's probably sad that he lost. Yeah, he went off the highway. He's done racing. He thought his demon was fast, but no, buddy, not against this Camry. That's why you don't mess with Camrys, bro. Anybody else want to mess around with the Camry? Mess around and find out, bro. F around and find out. I'm gonna call this the Hell Camry. This is a freaking Hell Camry. This ain't no regular Camry, bro. Feel like we might get him in the top end. Got him. Right when we were about to pass him, what does he do? He goes in the main menu. That car had a great launch, not gonna lie. I feel like if I put drag radials on this car, it would launch just like that. Great launch. Now that's a fast car. This is the first race that we officially lost. And I'm not even complaining because that's a fast car right there. Nice. We had some fun racing today, man. Some fun races with this Camry, and I'm still not done here. I want to race more people. So the only car that officially beat us was that Mustang Dark Horse. It was probably fully modified. And other than that, we lost no races today. I feel like if we put drag radials on this thing, we would win all the races. The launch is already pretty solid. I mean, we have really good top end, but the launch can be better if you go with drag radials. But then it's gonna suffer on the handling. I think we're okay. Oh, Bentley. Camry versus Bentley, eh? Well, he never lined up. We're trying to play catch right now. Can we catch up? Of course. Bro, line it up. He does not want to line up and embarrass himself. If I put drag radials on this car and make the gear ratios longer, I'm sure we can get the 0 to 60 under 2 seconds. But then, as I said earlier, it's gonna have some trouble turning on the highway, and we want this car to turn, especially when we're going high speeds. It almost looks like a Jag from the back. I'll tell you which one. This one right here. The taillights looks like the XE-S. Almost, I mean, not even close. It's a different car, I know. But kinda looks like that, just from the taillights. Not the front, not the sides, but just the taillights. We've been driving this Camry for the entire session today. That's only because I'm having so much fun. Usually by now I would probably change like 10 cars, but not today. It almost takes 3 years to gain some traction, and I feel like that's why the Mustang beat us, because that car had some amazing launch. So even though it's all-wheel drive and it's got wide tires, just because it has so much power, it doesn't really hook until third gear. What a fun build, man. What a fun car. Alright, we broke the transmission. I think that's it. I don't see any other cars coming onto the highway. It's kind of slow now. We beat enough cars for today. We only lost one race overall, so that's not too bad. We probably won like more than 10 or close to 10 races at least. So that was a fun session, everybody. I think we're going to be continuing the next one. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll continue the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.